Hey guys, so today's video is mini teas happening. No, today's video is a mini tea of things happening on the internet. I will have a big story for you guys early next week because there's something happening. I don't want to talk about it prematurely because whenever I do that, more information comes out and my video becomes basically useless. So I'm waiting for it until next week and then you'll see it. So subscribe, hit that bell, and you'll have that. Like, comment for engagement. If you don't, you will get in the shower, wet your hair, reach over for shampoo and realize you've run out of shampoo. I don't make the rules. I'm just the messenger. My social media with my beauty channel will be in description. I also have a TikTok where I do mini tea, 60-second or less drama videos. Now let's get into it. Olivia Jade. So as you guys remember, Olivia Jade was a student of USC whose mum and dad bribed her way into uni, into college. So they paid, I believe, like $500,000 for her to get into USC. She's now been obviously kicked out of USC. And recently she did a red table talk and her mum actually ended up serving, I think it was a month of jail, and her dad did 3 months, I think, but I don't think they served the full sentence. And recently she's been joking on Instagram. So someone asked her a question, was like, how's college? But they spelt it collage, like montage, collage, like, you know, you stick pictures together. And obviously it was a typo. And she did a whole video where she was like, yeah, I'd love for you guys to see my collage. Like, obviously she knows they're asking about college because college admission scandal. So some people thought, haha, I'm glad that she's able to make fun of herself. But some people thought it was in poor taste considering the whole situation. And people are also saying, like, the only reason she's able to make those jokes now is because her parents didn't serve 40 years. Like, they were originally going to be charged with 40 years in jail. And the fact that they only got a month to 3 months means that she's now comfortable making these jokes, because if they were serving 40 years, I don't think she'd be making jokes about this.
Thank you for asking. It's pretty good. I actually love collaging. I'm working on this really sick scrapbook that I have to show you guys soon. It's chef's kiss. Beautiful work I've done. And
so that's that. Also, if you go on Netflix, the phone app, you'll have like a what's new and you can set reminders for new things coming out. And this Wednesday, when am I filming this? Okay, so next Wednesday, we're not even in the new week yet. Next Wednesday, the Varsity Blues documentary is coming out on Netflix. So basically they're going to be covering this whole admission scandal and I'm very excited for it, because I'm waiting for someone to just show me exactly what happened. I want to know. I want to see. So that's happening. I'm looking forward to watching that. Charli D'Amelio did a podcast with David Dobrik. Big mistake considering everything coming out about David Dobrik right now. She said a few things on there people had to go at her for. I already mentioned all of those. But then recently she filmed a YouTube video with David Dobrik, giving her friend a new Tesla. And obviously I went on the comment section and it's all positive because her fans, I'm assuming, don't really care what David Dobrik did. They're very young fans. They just want to see David Dobrik give someone a Tesla and Charli D'Amelio be there. But I think people are starting to slowly distance themselves away from David Dobrik. I'll be covering some more David Dobrik stuff early next week, probably too. It's just like big videos that require more time and usually it's like a one topic video, or at least like maybe two, but not these like little stories. So today's video is just like little tea. Next week will be bigger tea that needs more research. Then we have Francesca versus Hailey. So there are these two girls. One of them dated Tanner and Harry from that Netflix Love Island wannabe show. So Hailey recently went on her Instagram story and posted this, which I didn't know who these people are. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? But I saw this on Twitter and I thought it was very interesting and it shows the culture in LA. So Hailey posted, would you stay friends with someone who tested positive for 3 times and went out to hotels, restaurants and clubs every single time, literally spreading a deadly disease to innocent people? Would you stay friends with someone who laughs at you for how much money you make, makes fun of people for their looks, doesn't give a crap about you or anyone unless it benefits them? I wouldn't, and that's why me and Francesca aren't friends anymore. I tried to hang on to that friendship, but I just couldn't anymore. I pride myself on surrounding myself with good people who care about me and vice versa. Life is too short to keep negative energy around and not care about others. That's all I have to say, and karma will speak the rest. And then Harry actually went on his TikTok and showed voice note proof that she was cheating on him. So she doesn't seem like the greatest person. I don't know who this Francesca girl is. I have no clue who she is. I don't want to know. She doesn't seem like a great person to me. And it just shows the LA culture, right? Just not being a great person. Anyway, and I mean by LA culture, I mean YouTubers. YouTubers and TikTokers. That's it. That's all we see. Dixie D'Amelio, she addresses the rumors of her breaking up with Noah because they haven't been posting a lot of videos together and people are like, oh my god, they're broken up again. And she went on IG Live and was like, no, we're not broken up. Thanks. Also, there was like a leaked poster that showed who's performing at the Grammys and her name was there. and people are having a go at her again. Do you guys remember, like, whenever she's apparently announced to perform somewhere, people just have a go at her? And she posted Instagram stories where she was like, I'm not performing at the Grammys. And then like a few stories later, she's like, I can't wait for the Grammys. So it's just like, people are not sure if she's performing at the Grammys or not. What would you guys think? Would you be like, absolutely not, what's happening? Or are you just like, well, she is popular, so it makes sense? I don't know where I stand on that. Then there's Lauren Kettering. So she recently filmed her puppy with his head stuck in a peanut butter jar, or like a treats jar with his like head in there, and she filmed it and she laughed about it, and people were having a go at her for dog abuse, basically saying like that dog could have suffocated, it could have cracked on his head, a lot of things could have happened. And then she was like, I don't abuse my dog, he puts his head in there himself, he clearly wants his head in the jar, what am I supposed to do, take it out? I don't know. No, I'm just gonna film him instead. I don't know, I just think it's really stupid. Your dog could literally suffocate, and just because he put his head in there doesn't mean he wanted his head in there. He just wanted the treats that were in there, and then his head got stuck. You know, kids do a lot of things, doesn't mean it's good for them. Same goes for puppies and dogs in general. Bryce. So him and Josh are traveling to Pennsylvania without any masks. They were at the airport, no masks. They had a huge gathering with a lot of their fans in Pennsylvania, no masks. Yes, you guessed it correctly, well done. No masks. And they were in like supermarkets doing pranks, no masks. I love to see it. I really do love to see it. He's also having like fake beef with Austin McBroom, who's literally double his age. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Austin wants to fight him in the ring, like they want to have a boxing match, and there's some text messages between them about not paying their cleaners or being poor or rich or whatever it is. I'm just like, Austin, you have 3 children. You have 3 kids and you're fighting a 20-year-old in the messages on Twitter, and you have the nerve to be cheating on your wife. I wouldn't be surprised if she was cheating on you, but you have the nerve to be calling out a 20-year-old to box you and then cheat on your wife. That is some nerve. Anyway, that's basically it. They're just messaging each other and they're posting it on Twitter. This is all such fake beef as well, and it's like, if you're gonna have fake beef as a 30-something-year-old man, pick someone your age. This just looks pathetic. You're calling out a like not long ago teenager to fight you. I don't know. Anyway, Jaclyn Hill. So Jaclyn Hill's releasing new lipsticks. If you guys don't remember her fiasco with lipsticks, she released a bunch of bullet lipsticks, and they had shards of glass, metal, plastic, hairs, bubbles, little dots in them, so she had to recall them. She never actually ended up recalling them, she just refunded, because if she had to recall, that would be a whole different situation. Anyway, after that I didn't think she would do lipsticks, but I really wanted her to, because the shades looked really nice, and if she just nailed the formula, it would have been fine. But now she's coming out with liquid lipsticks. And I asked you guys what you think. Some of you guys said you love liquid lipsticks to this day and you're excited. Some of you guys said you don't understand liquid lipsticks because they're so like 2016, 2015 Instagram makeup. However, with liquid lipsticks are actually just a more convenient way to wear lipsticks than bullet lipsticks would be, because they don't transfer on your mask. So that makes sense, but COVID is almost finished, I'm hoping. So that's kind of a late release. If this came out like early COVID, potentially. However, I do know that she still enjoys liquid lipsticks. I feel like Jaclyn Hill has a very 2016 style of makeup with blinding highlight and, you know, the whole thing. So I do understand it from that point of view. I'm excited. I feel like she always nails the shades. It's just the shades that do it for me. It's such good nude lipsticks. I just wish she came out with the bullet lipsticks again. I think they would be so good. Apparently they were very creamy, like the formula was very good. It was just what was in the formula that wasn't supposed to be in the formula, just wasn't very good. But like the lipsticks themselves looked incredible. They look so good. I just wanted some of those shades. Can she just come out with the bullet lipsticks? I promise I'll be nice this time if there's no shards of glass in there. I just really wanted to buy them. I'm probably going to buy the liquid lipsticks and review them on my second channel. So if you guys want that, let me know. I think they're coming out on the 18th of March or 15th of March. I'll have to double check that. I think they're $20 each, and the lip liners are a little bit cheaper. And there's 15 lipsticks, 12 lip liners. She just released a video on the lipsticks. She swatched them. She spoke about the shades, how she picked the names, whatever. The shades look amazing. And what I realized is Jaclyn Hill could sell me a bin bag and I would overpay willingly. She is a saleswoman. She could sell me anything and I would gladly take it, knowing that she released lipsticks with shards of glass in them. I am still willing to buy her lipsticks. She was going, oh, well, if you have blonde hair and blue eyes, you will love this shade. You need it. And I was like, yes, Jaclyn, I do need it. I was nodding along. I was watching a video going, yeah, I do need it. You're right. I do have blonde hair and blue eyes. You're correct. She just about stopped selling. Like, this wasn't that long ago. Like 2 years ago, she was selling me not me particularly, but like other people. She was selling lipsticks with glass in it. And now she's like, you need this lipstick from me. And I'm like, yeah, no, I agree. You're right, Jaclyn. Yeah, give it to me. I get why people buy so many of her things, and I get why she gets away with selling subpar products, or sometimes even like dangerous products. It's because every single time she can come on camera, tell me I need something, I'm going to buy it. One time she told me I needed this like candle lighty thingy. It's one of those like long, and you switch it on, it's like an electric lighter for candles. I bought it immediately. She said it and I was already on Amazon. She sold me so much stuff ever since I started watching her. The only thing I've never bought from her is Morphe, which is kind of weird because obviously Morphe, Jaclyn is like the same thing. And I just tried Champagne Pop recently on my second channel because I was doing a full face of Becca. And I love it. It's great. It's amazing. I get why she sells people stuff so well. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be buying those lipsticks and I'll be reviewing them. And then I'll let you know if there's shards of glass in there. I hope not. Then we have Addison Rae. So she has been tweeting a lot again. So she recently had dinner with a boy. And obviously her and Bryce are going through a little moment. So people are like, oh my God, she has a new boyfriend. Turns out it's Markel, who's like one of their friends. He was the guy that got a Tesla from David Dobrik. And he was the one that gave her the rose. There was like a video of her holding a rose. That was him. Apparently they're just friends, but people are obviously going crazy because they're like, oh my God, she has a new boyfriend. Bryce is going to be so mad. And I feel like people are also pointing out the difference in reactions to Addison finding a new boyfriend and Bryce finding a new girlfriend. Like if Bryce even breathes around the girl right now, people are like, oh my God, scum. And when Addison finds herself a boyfriend, they're like, yes, go Addison. But at the same time, he did cheat on her. So that reaction does technically make sense. I do agree. Anyway, there's also some Gabbie Hanna tea again. She's been cancelled again. Gabbie, can we please have a moment? It's like you weren't tweeting and everything was fine and now you got comfortable on Twitter again and it's starting to just become a problem again. Can we just tone it down, relax a tiny bit, just a little bit? Anyway, she tweeted out saying, she tweeted and deleted, okay, because it got emotional. She said, what happened to Britney Spears was 2007's version of cancel culture. Think about that the next time you hop on a hate train. And obviously she's referring to herself. This has almost 2,000 likes and it had 420 quote tweets. People were not happy about this at all. They're like, how can you compare Britney Spears having zero privacy, having public mental breakdowns, having her children, you know, being threatened with her children being taken away from her because of what paparazzi were filming, having them literally ruin her relationships, her family life, and everything around, including her career, like just ruining everything around her, to you doing multiple questionable things and being called out for it. Right. I think this was the correct tweet to delete. Then I actually thought this was pretty interesting. So Michelle Phan has M Cosmetics and she's been called out before for multiple different things, like basically saying that like crystals and oils will fix. Right at the start of COVID, she was like, I'm diffusing oils around my house to help with the spread of. I remember this and I was like, that's really strange. That is really strange. But anyway, ignoring that, she's been called out for multiple things, but people still really enjoy M Cosmetics, which is her makeup brand. And she has these like serum blushes, which are basically liquid blushes in this like ball packaging with like a little dropper thing. And recently Colourpop came out with serum blushes in just like a little tubey, what did I just say? Did I say tubey tube? No, I meant in like a little tubey thing, right? And she didn't name Colourpop, but it sure is Colourpop. So she put M serum blush at the top, her swatching her own brand, and then Copycat at the bottom. So she named them Copycat to claim that Colourpop is copying her idea, even though she came out with this like years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, and Colourpop's coming out with it now. But also she wasn't the inventor of serum blush. Like she didn't invent serum blush. Like there are the Benefit one, I think Tarte had one. Like serum blushes are not a new concept, just like liquid blushes are not a new concept. It's just all like cream products, it's all the same stuff. Anyway, let me know, do you guys think she has a case here, or are you just like serum blushes existed before M Cosmetics? I think serum blushes existed before M Cosmetics, because I remember wanting the one from Benefit. It was like a cheek and lip tint and it was like a serum form. It looked like a gloss. Anyway, she goes M serum blush Copycat, which looks less sticky, and she did a poll for which one looks better. I really enjoy the look of her makeup brand and I was so tempted to buy something. It's just things like this really turn me off from brands because I think it's just really petty. I think like unless something is pretty much like point for point stolen, you can't accuse a brand of stealing from you. It's like the reason why Revolution doesn't really have a case. I mean, it's the reason why brands don't really have a case against Revolution most of the time, because the dupes are completely allowed. Like as long as it's not exactly the same thing. I don't know what the first brand to create a liquid lipstick was, but whatever that first brand was, it's as if they then called every other brand a copycat for making liquid lipsticks. It's like you can't claim a whole category of makeup for yourself. You can claim like packaging shape, or you can like trademark a name, or yeah, packaging, a shade name, but you can't just be like, oh, I created bullet lipsticks and no one else is allowed to make them. You can't do that, it's just not allowed. Then she did like, which one blends better, serum blush or copycat? And she did like a poll again, and then she posted like a quote saying they can imitate your style, but they can't imitate your creativity. And it's like, I would understand it more if, for example, Colourpop created serum blushes in a round dropper like packaging, but they literally created it in a tube. Like, it's a completely different product. They basically just created a cream blush. Like, it's as if Glossier was then angry that someone else created a cream blush in a tube. Or, like I said, yeah, if like ABH or Benefit were angry because other people started doing thin brow pencils. Like, it's a generic makeup idea that actually, I believe serum blushes started in K-beauty. I think Korean beauty kind of does like the natural dewy makeup. So I believe serum blushes probably started over there. It's also like recently Cosmetics released a cushion foundation, but that's K-beauty, right? So it's as if like Korean brands were like, you can't do cushion foundation because we started it. A lot of brands do cushion foundations now. It's a popular way of doing foundation. I just think it's just a little bit petty and unnecessary. I don't know, that's my opinion though. You guys let me know what you think. Do you think Colourpop copied her, or do you think she's just being petty? I don't know. I still think her brand looks amazing and I do want to try it. I just think this was a little bit unnecessary. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, and subscribe to support videos every time something happens. So that bell will be notified when that's happening. Social media links, any other links in the description. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.